Elzevir, I have come for the soul.
So, Otmar sent you to kill me, eh? I can smell him on you. Or is that the stench of the grave?
A lot of them call him A, a lot of them call him B.
Dollmaker, I have no time for these games.
The soul is mine! I earned it! Otmar gave it to me!
Then you shall earn it with blood.
You shall not have it! Mine! Mine! Mine!
He's a pleasant little fella.
Farewell.
Hey folks, Keric here and welcome back to more Blood Omen. As you can tell, we're in the middle of a fight with Elzevir the Dollmaker. Fairly easy fight, all things considered.
What an odd little man. Now, to find the soul.
Are you going to die? You're not going to die, are you? Fine. We'll leave you.
Elzevir imprisoned the girl's soul in a small fabric doll. The old man's intentions, I shall never know.
I don't think we really want to know either, Kain, in all honesty. I'm guessing it was something sexual. That's why they always want princesses in stories like these. Yeah, we'll let you live. Okay, and there should be a shortcut to let us back out fairly quickly. There we go. And now we're done with that area, we just need to make our way back to Willendorf. Which we're going to do the quick way, because I am not fighting through the horde of the Nemesis again. No, I'm not. And skip that bollocks. Alright, here we go. Let's make sure that we have the illusion on first. Because I don't really want to have to fight a whole load of his army either. Don't really want to have to fight a lot of anybody's army in all fairness. I just want to get on with my on life and finish this damn game up, basically. Alright, so back in we go with the doll. And hopefully it'll spur Otmar into action. We can take some kind of action against the Nemesis rather than leaving him be.
I entered the court with the dollmaker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life. Willendorf is yours if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Otmar. I require troops to vanquish the horde that descends upon us from the north.
Very well. Courtiers, fetch me my armor and mace. There is war to be waged!
The armies of the Nemesis marching south. The armies of Otmar marching north. There's going to be a battle, folks. Get ready for it.
The scourge of Nosgoth is upon us, friends. We shall die today as heroes, lest we live tomorrow as slaves. Ready thine arms for Nosgoth!
A little bit Braveheart there, I feel.
In the distance I saw the Nemesis armies march forward, a black tide that would soon wash over the armies of the Hope.
Huge big battlefield to make our way through. It's also worth noting that you can actually drink the blood of either side. So if you see some of your own soldiers even having a little bit of trouble and you're a bit low yourself, feel free to have a little drink. Pretty much just make your way north. You can fight through, but these guys just spawn like crazy really, so it's not worth even bothering.
They came at me in throngs, no fervor as strong as that inspired by a madman. The Nemesis armies were fierce and showed no signs of subsiding.
The one with the shield is Otmar. Leading the troops as any good leader should.
I sated my thirst on warriors of Horde and Hope alike, the dying relinquishing their final moments to give me strength. The tides turned with Otmar's death. I watched as the remaining survivors of the armies of Hope fled to the safety of the forest. The battle had decided its victor. The fate of Nosgoth now lay in the Nemesis hands.
So at some point behind us, Otmar actually died, which was pretty pathetic in all honesty. Just kind of soak in the atmosphere. Oh god, that was good. I was going to say soak in the atmospherics of the battle, but hey. But hey, I've just walked myself into a trap.
Repel.
Right, how the hell am I going to get out of this now? No, don't fight me. You're supposed to fight each other. That's what the spell's for. Alright, what do I need? I need something. Yeah, we'll take that.
Oh, to bathe.
Yeah, bees and blood. Something like that, we know. Is that really all the blood I got from that? There's like 10 warriors. Really? So yeah, we're gonna cheat. I just keep using this way up the screen. That should be okay. That's more like it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have any other easy way to make your way up top. I'll explain in a second. It is slightly confusing.
At once the battlefield was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed. Alas, it seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
So yeah, the time streaming device that we picked up earlier in the game has just activated. Pretty much clearing us from the battle and shifting us back in time as to when and where. We'll soon find out.
Would you stand idle as vermin destroy your allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe? Yes! Then take me to your king, so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Yeah, we recognize that face. Bloody Mobius. Up to his old tricks again. Still, at least we can continue on. And so far, at least, there don't seem to be any great big burly soldiers to kill us, which is good. I'm not sure whether I actually should change over to the mace and get a few mouthfuls of blood, but we'll carry on with the fire sword for now. As you can tell, this area has changed quite considerably from whenever the armies were marching through this area. The lack of bodies on pikes is probably noticeable. Lack of blood on the snow, all that kind of stuff. I think possibly you might notice. So I think it's fairly safe to say that we've been moved back in time to before the armies of the Nemesis went on the rampage. I think it's even more obvious now, considering that's half a statue.
Ah, so it seemed I was in the land of William the Just, 50 years before the battle I had just escaped would take place.
It's funny that 50 years ago they still had the same bloody armour.
Spiked
And
mace.
considering we're back fighting these bastards again, we're gonna go with the mace. And this time we don't want to go anywhere near Elsevier's domain, we just want to make our way north. Oops, I didn't want to alert him really. This time we pretty much want to go north and make our way into the lands of William the Just. Oh great, I've got one of those bloody locks again. Wonderful. There we go. At least that worked this time. If you don't like fighting these as much as I don't, feel free to use any kind of items that you have at the moment. Just hang on to things like Heart of Darkness and those energy battery things. Energy banks. I don't know why I keep calling them energy batteries. That is really annoying. Right, then we go.
The stronghold of William the Just. 'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the Nemesis and force Nosgoth on its knees.
So yeah, something happens in the past that forces William the Just to become the Nemesis, creating pretty much the future that we've already seen. So I think you can guess what kind of a manipulative little shit Mobius actually is. Oh, that was pretty. And now actually into the castle itself. Make our way through as best we can. Quite a few more of these inside, obviously. They are his personal guards, so can't really complain about that too much. Well, we can, but nobody listens, so why bother? Just take them out as you go, as per usual. The route here is fairly simple. So I doubt very much you're going to get lost. Famous last words. Pretty much just going to go through the rooms in order, see how far we go and kind of continue that way. As with most of these maps, it's just a case of choosing a path and follow it. You generally get where you want to go. Oh, sod it, I'll have to eat a few. Stuff it. And there we go. Since we have some mana left over, we'll make use of it. Just keep following this left-hand path for now. Left hand as in it was the first path on the left on the original route. If I remember rightly, there is a kind of tasty treasure room around here somewhere. But I might be wrong about that. Try and get the hell away from them. Really, I'm a bit low on mana to be doing this. Just kind of hoping that I have just about enough to sneak past them. Oh no, 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 don't trap me. That actually worked out alright. I'm kind of shocked. And I'm gonna go. I can't remember whether the room I'm thinking about was in here or whether it's in a later part of the castle. But knowing my history, it could even be in another bloody game. I'm just gonna shut up about it now. A quick check through these rooms before we go any further. At the very least, there's some free blood to be had. Now I think we're meant to come this way. Oh god, there's so many of them. Right. Another few items here, which is always good. I think that's pretty much it for down here. There are a few dungeons in the area, so all of those other areas that you can see around the side tend to be separate entrances. So for now, I think it's just a case of going back up again. Switch armor and try and stop my mana from dropping so much. I don't want to be spending my whole time using up those energy banks. I'm gonna need a few. Just double checking there isn't an exit down south, but there isn't. Balls. Had to do that right in the middle, didn't I? Unfortunately, the whole game just becomes mana intensive as you reach the end. You do tend to find yourself using those damn things an awful lot. Really, I think they could have done with a little bit more mana regen in the game. Or maybe you could just play a bit better than I do, to be perfectly honest.
Spiked mace.
Yeah, we'll just go back to Wraith armor.
Wraith armor.
So long as it's just these guys, it should be okay. They had a benefit that they're now ghosts, so they'll feed me mana as well. And they're a little bit slower on the movement side. Can never be a bad thing. Right, and down we go.
Yes, these weapons you've provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire sent to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. 'Twas only out of concern for your majesty's life.
Perhaps. Very well, then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you...
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
So there we have it. I've been Keric the Pally. This has been Blood Omen. You have a good evening now.